Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I am Mrs. M. Padilla, and today I will be discussing what happens if you purchase your land bank home and you didn't get funding. Let's dive in. So when we purchased our home, we decided that we didn't want any mortgages, we didn't want any loans, we didn't want more debt. So we decided to pay out of pocket. If you don't have pockets, I would suggest doing it. But we had a lot of faith, so we just went with it. The first thing, have 10 grand ready. At least. Just have 10 grand ready just to do the important things. So hot water tank, electrical, plumbing, furnace. Just to get started, have 10 grand. We did a lot of our own work, and the stuff that we're not licensed for, we brought in subcontractors to help us with it. Ours was a process of mostly doing it ourselves. Now listen, if you don't have to demo the walls, don't demo the walls. Wait until after the house is in your possession and then do all the pretty stuff. Don't do what I did. And we literally bust out all the walls. Now, I wanted new walls because they looked like they were melting and stuff like that. So, me being bougie, I wanted new walls. And so we bust out all the walls. And instead of doing the easy route, getting that done first, I went with, let's just take it to the bones, so we can build back up from that. So don't do that unless you can, unless you have the money flowing in constantly to do all that. If you don't, and you don't know where your money coming from, don't do that. They will allow you to become compliant if you have a hot water tank. Send them a picture of that. A furnace completely hooked up, send them a picture of that. A working bathroom, meaning a toilet and sink, and the water has to be on. You need to show that the gas is on, so either get a gas stove or a gas furnace. For kitchen, you need to have a cook surface, so either get you a stove or get you a microwave. They will accept a microwave as something to cook with. And also a preparation surface. So we sent in a picture of just a countertop and a base and a sink. That's what we sent in. You also have to have the outside, all four sides, no boards on the doors, no boards on the windows. The roof has to be in good condition. I do not suggest moving in the house if the roof is not in good condition. So get the roof done, get you some windows. If you need windows, some of the houses, they don't need windows. If you can't replace all the windows, we have a total of 25 windows per floor of our house. Yes, 50 windows in our house. So majority of them didn't need to be replaced, but some of them did. So if you need to replace the windows, replace the windows. If you don't, keep them until you reach compliance. And this is only if you're paying out of pocket. I'm giving you tips and tricks if you're paying out of pocket. If you are doing the work yourself, then pace yourself. Don't stress yourself. Do what's important first, and then move on to the pretty stuff. So I forgot to tell you guys a good way to save money on building materials, because building materials have absolutely skyrocketed. But a good way to save money on building materials and things you need for your home, shop at Habitat for Humanity resale store. They have one in I think it's Farmington Hills on 8 Mile and Grand River. You can also go to resale shops. There are some really great upscale resale shops. You can go to architectural salvage to save money on that, as well as a lot of different things you can do. You can DIY it yourself. I would not suggest DIYing your HVAC or your electrical or your plumbing if you do not have experience in those fields. If you are going to hire subcontractors, make sure you are getting 3 bids. 3. Do not just go with the first person that gives you a low price, or that you think is a low price, or you think is a good price. Make sure you are doing reference checks and license checks on your contract. You want to make sure that the contractor or subcontractors that you are using, even if they are independent contractors, you want to make sure that they are licensed and able to pull permits. If they cannot pull permits, I do not suggest you pull a homeowner's permit on their behalf, because you still have to pull the permit so they can verify that the work is done correctly. And if you put a homeowner's permit, you are responsible for making sure that whatever it is done correctly. And if it isn't, you run the risk of losing a lot of money, because the people might just do the job and disappear, and you can't get that money back, and you might have to spend more money to get whatever they did fixed. If you want to hire us, our information is below. And now let's get back to the video. Get yourself compliant. Get yourself out from up underneath the Detroit Land Bank, because if you do not complete your house in the time that they have set, the house will revert back to the Detroit Land Bank. They will give you a choice. They will either take it from you, or you can relinquish it. And that's how we ended up with this house, was because the Detroit Land Bank took it from the person who had it before us. You don't want that to happen. So do what is important first. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If I haven't touched on something that you think I should touch on, let me know, and hopefully I can address it. And if you would like to watch us as we renovate our 8-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home, subscribe so you won't miss an episode of that, because we are in phase 2 of our renovation process, as we are living in the house as we renovate it. So I'll catch you in the next video.